Good morning. I would like to request your attention for the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding on bilateral consultations between the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Romania and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the People's Republic of Bangladesh. On behalf of Romania, His Excellency Mr. Bogdan Aurescu. On behalf of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, His Excellency Mr. Abdul Momen. Bună dimineața! Are loc semnarea Memorandumului de Înțelegere dintre Ministerul Afacerilor Externe al României și Ministerul Afacerilor Externe al Republicii Populare Bangladesh. Din partea României, Excelența sa, domnul Bogdan Aurescu. Din partea Republicii Populare Bangladesh, Excelența sa, domnul Abdul Momen. And now I kindly invite the two ministers to take a photo with the memorandum. Și acum îi invit pe cei doi miniștri să facă o fotografie cu memorandumul de înțelegere.
Doamnelor și domnilor, urmează acum declarațiile de presă susținute de Ministrul Afacerilor Externe.
Your Excellency, you have the floor. Hello. I'm very happy to have the opportunity to welcome today in Bucharest my counterpart, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, His Excellency Mr. A.K. Abdul Momen. We had very substantial and good consultation in a very open and friendly atmosphere, which traditionally characterizes the relationship between our countries. The visit of the Minister to Bucharest is a premiere in our recent bilateral history and is a great opportunity to relaunch and strengthen the relations of friendship between our country. It is the first time in the last 30 years when a Minister of Foreign Affairs from Bangladesh is visiting Romania. The relationship between our countries have recorded recently a positive dynamic after the reopening 1 year ago in October 2020 of the Embassy of the People's Republic of Bangladesh in Bucharest, which was closed in 1995. So this was a special moment which for sure will stimulate our bilateral relations, not only politically and diplomatically, but also economically. Also, the visit takes place in a special symbolic framework because this year we celebrate 50 years of the independence of the People's Republic of Bangladesh and 100 years of the birth, since the birth of the founder of the state, and we command the Minister on behalf of the Romanian country and Romanian people. And next year we will celebrate 50 years of official bilateral relations between our countries. A few moments ago we signed a Memorandum of Understanding between the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Romania and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of People's Republic of Bangladesh for establishing a consultation and cooperation mechanism. This is a mechanism that will allow us to structure very well the cooperation between our ministries, a document that underlines once again the common interest to resume and strengthen our traditional relations, to intensify dialogue, especially with the focus on economy, commerce and labor force, which comes from Bangladesh, also in the field of education and people-to-people contacts. Romania was among the first states in Europe that recognized the People's Republic of Bangladesh in 1971. Now, 50 years later, we are ready to relaunch this relationship on a modern political and diplomatic basis adjusted to the current trends and needs, including from the perspective of increasing the resilience of our countries. Today, I talked to my colleague about the revigoration of our bilateral relations. We noticed our common interest in diversifying cooperation in various fields like education, culture, labor, or at consular level. I want to ensure the Minister that Romania is fully committed to develop the bilateral relations with the People's Republic of Bangladesh in all these activity sectors, and not only. We encourage also people-to-people contacts as well as a better understanding of the two culture and society. Romania and the People's Republic of Bangladesh have a significant potential of economic cooperation. We talked about extending the economic cooperation in the field like digitalization, cybersecurity, IT, sea transport, agriculture, defense, and so on. We also outlined the opportunity for the Bangladeshi side that it is the Constanța harbor as a fast transport route for freight in Europe. We also expressed the interest in agriculture and food sector. Romania wanted to support the objectives of the Dhaka government under the program Vision 2041. We also decided to have common initiatives in order to expand the bilateral legal framework. And we start with economy and education, where we're going to have negotiations to have more scholarship for fields of interest for the students from Bangladesh. We also proposed to have a mixed economic committee as a consultative body between our governments. We also decided together to have a business forum, a business economic forum as soon as possible, and to have a regular dialogue between the two national chambers of commerce. We also talked about our efforts to fight the COVID-19 pandemic, and in this context, I informed my colleague about the intention of our country to donate 200,000 vaccine shots AstraZeneca to Bangladesh. So Romania is following the spirit of solidarity that we have adopted under this pandemic. Of course, we discussed, and we will continue to discuss, because we will continue to have consultations about the regional dynamics. We talked about the Indo-Pacific area. We talked about the situation in Myanmar and about the issue of refugees, which is a considerable burden for Bangladesh. We made an analysis together of the impact that the recent developments, including the new family AUKUS, have on the regional situation. We also mentioned the EU strategy for the Indo-Pacific area, which was recently launched, where Romania is fully committed to actively implement it, which should strengthen economic resilience and connectivity. Bangladesh plays a very important role in the Indo-Pacific area in terms of economic development, and I would like to remind here the fact that Bangladesh is one of the countries with the biggest economic growth in the world, 8% as an average in the last 3 years, which is remarkably given also the pandemic. In the next year, we want to have a closer relationship that will reflect the bilateral potential and the current trends at the European and international level in terms of extending and strengthening the relationships with like-minded partners, among which Bangladesh is. Minister, thank you once again for your visit these days to Bucharest. in Romania, and also thank you for the very open atmosphere, very friendly atmosphere of the discussions we had. Thank you very much. You have the floor.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Minister. The Minister has already mentioned that we discuss a variety of issues, both bilateral and multilateral. And I'm very much encouraged that our discussion was very positive. As the Minister mentioned, that this is the first time a Bangladeshi foreign minister is visiting Romania. Since I became the foreign minister, we resumed or opened our embassy here again in Romania. Because of varieties of reasons, it was closed in 1995, and we recently opened our mission. And I'm hoping that in future, Romania will again reopen its mission that was up there from 73 to 2000. And if not, immediately there will be some additional help so that the problems, we could have better people-to-people relationship. We discuss issues of, the trade, how to strengthen the trade, how to help improve the two-way bilateral investment. Bangladesh economy is doing very well. Over the last 12 years, our GDP growth rate has been very significant. Before 2 years ago, our GDP growth is over 8.15%, highest in the world. Even under COVID, our GDP growth is 5.24%, highest in South Asia. So our economy is doing very good. We are in a trajectory of development. And this year is a very significant year for Bangladesh. And I made this trip to an old friend of ours. Romania is one of the earliest countries that recognized Bangladesh, and in June 1972. And we're very proud of Romania. They have been supporting us. So we'll be observing our 50th anniversary diplomatic relations with Romania next year. So we want to strengthen and help improve this relationship between two countries in varieties of areas, in the area of trade, investment, and even in the multilateral fora. So there are a lot of potentials, both here and as well as in Bangladesh. We also discuss multilateral issues like climate change. We discussed the issues of the displaced people of Myanmar who are being currently temporarily settled in Bangladesh, known as Rohingya. And I invited my counterpart to visit Bangladesh, not only alone, with a group of businessmen and some experts on the Ports Authority, so that we can help improve our positions together. And he agreed that he will be making a visit to Bangladesh. And we think that by more communication and dialogue, we can help improve and strengthen our relationship, because in Bangladesh, as I said, there are plenty of opportunities. Once it was known as the land of a bottomless basket. Now it is known as the land of opportunity. So here we'll discuss about even Bangladesh has certain advantages. We have plenty of human resources and so plenty of water. And we will try to exchange our human resource with your country, when both skilled and unskilled resources, and we'll follow through those. So we had a pretty good discussions. Bangladesh is also pretty good in the IT sector, the digital Bangladesh, and we can help each other in this global world. So I look forward to better days, and we have just signed a contract for more, closer, formal dialogue and discussion with our ministry and with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs on a regular basis, both in Dhaka and as well as in Bucharest. So looking forward for better days. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ministers, thank you for your statements. Doamnelor și domnilor, declarațiile.
Ladies and gentlemen, the press statements have ended.